What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Our devotion is coming from Luke 24, verses 9 and 10. It says, "And they returned from the tomb and reported all things to the 11 and to all the rest. Now they were Mary Magdalene and Joanna and Mary the mother of James. Also the other women with them were telling these things to the apostles." A couple of things to take away from these verses. The first thing that these ladies did is they went and told the disciples. They went to tell fellow believers. They went to tell fellow followers of Christ what had happened and what they had seen. Obviously, we know that there were some disciples that did not believe and they had to see for themselves. But one thing that we know as a body of believers, that it is so great for us to share what God is doing in our lives with fellow believers. And after that, they continue to go and share with all the others, all the other believers. And then also, there's no way that those people saw an empty tomb and they weren't telling people who didn't believe in Jesus what miraculous things had happened. So our prayer for you today is, if God is moving in your life, first of all, get plugged in at a church, get plugged in a small group so you can share those victories in Christ and share those struggles as well of what God's doing in your life with fellow believers. And then secondly, find opportunities to share what God is doing in your life with friends maybe who aren't believers, so that we can share the gospel. God commands us to share the word of resurrection that we have celebrated this past week. One wonderful thing that Kevin said this past week was that after the resurrection, we don't want to take the good news of Jesus and put it back in the tomb. We want to continue to share that with other people. So our prayer is that you would pray for opportunities to share what Christ is doing in your life with fellow believers and share that with lost people today. We love you. Have a great week.